Hello, it's Thursday. It's Facebook and YouTube. 8 p.m. So it's the Party Tits. And let's get the banner up. Welcome to the Party Tits Easter party. There ain't no party like an Easter party, and an Easter party don't stop until the end of Easter Monday. That's the rules we live by here at Party Tits HQ, which is my bedroom. I'm Ben. Hello, happy Thursday to you, and as always, well, let's have a look at my tits, by which I mean my co-host. First up is giggling. You can hear her giggling like a little schoolgirl because she kind of is a little schoolgirl. It's Ailish McCarthy. Here she is.
Hey, everyone.
And of course, next, very special entrance. Let's welcome him. Everyone, go wild and please welcome. It's Keego. Here he is.
What?
Here he is. He was going to burst out of the little man cave that he's made in his bedroom, but instead he fell asleep during my, yeah, you're right, overly long introduction. Keego and Ailish, welcome. Hello.
It's that time, is it? Oh, it's that time of the week, is it?
Ailish is in fact stunned into Wi-Fi enfrozenment. Isn't the word? Is now.
Oh, can we please screenshot that, please? How do I do it? How do I do it? Don't move.
So we can hear you, but there's a great image of you like Edvard Munch's The Scream.
Oh, don't you worry.
No, just help me. Not me. I can get me back in.
Oh my god, it's like you're actually trapped in the internet. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god. Hang on, let me take another picture. This is the best start ever.
We can hear you. So we can hear you. It's like you're trapped in a cave of crystal. We can hear you. But sure.
Oh, I love this.
So you're back.
Jesus, it feels like rape.
Yes, thanks very much to Miho Murphy. I got the picture. Don't worry. Yes, please.
Hey, Miho, how are you?
Would
Give me any more?
No, Ailish, maybe if you dial back out and I'll get you back in again.
Okay.
Because I mean, like it's gone from you looking like you have the laugh to now you look like there's something terrible has happened and we need to rescue you from it.
So we'll restart the show when Alo gets here. That was
so it's just the bloody lads. It's just the bloody lads having an Easter party. You know what I mean? A bearded Easter. I don't know why
that's exactly it. Isn't that the whole idea behind Easter? Strangers with beards on a camera.
Sure is.
In front of
one of our kind. One of our kind rose from the dead on Easter Sunday. So we are. I'm not saying that this could be the second coming happening on this show, but let's see what happens. There's a lot of red wine flowing.
It's very rare. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Sorry, I'm very thematic here, but in terms of second coming, that's very rare. But there
she is. She's moving. She's back. We got her. Okay.
So pissed. No,
I can see you.
I can see you move.
Moving.
That's what he said.
At least if you guys stay still, then you could get away with that. Glasses, when you're trying to pretend that you're frozen, are a giveaway. Oh, I guess, Ailish, you've got glasses as well, because people will just move around and can see their reflection in the lenses.
Or the breathing. You're just like, yeah. I can see your finger moving. Title of your sex tape.
Hey.
I think when we do the live show, we have to recap every supposed sex video that Keego has been in. Just have a long list of them. That's fun.
Instead of Sleepless in Seattle, it's Awkward in Waterford.
Good evening to you, Neil Dwyer. Neil Dwyer looking very holiday sun-kissed right there, you cheeky sausage.
Someone's nearly fully vaccinated. Look at that. He's ready for a topless Anonymous holiday. Look at that.
I love that we were all looking for him last week, and then he's like, "It's okay, guys. It's good to know I was missed." And I was like, "Yes, we know all of our followers by name."
After 18 weeks, you'd think there would be more, but here we are. There's as many people on this show as there are watching.
Well, we know there's more watching. We appreciate each and every one of you.
There is. There's more people, Ben. You're so negative.
And as well as appreciating
in your little cave.
As well as appreciating the people who are watching, you know who we also appreciate? The people who've already bought tickets to Eargasm, a weekend of Irish comedy.
You smooth bar steward, look at that. Yeah, we're rock and rolling. The tickets are starting to sell, and again, my attempt to entice a purchase is still valid. So you buy 2 tickets, you go into a draw. Oh Jesus, I'm only screened here. You buy 2 tickets, you go into a draw. You win the draw, you get to shave this. Now, if you buy all the tickets, you get to shave whatever you want. But we'll start up here, and this is going to disappear on the night. No one knows what's under this, and we're all going to find out at the same time. We're going to exercise this demon. It'll be like the Exorcist. Hopefully, no one's going to vomit at the side of my face, but we'll see. It may happen. But buy your tickets and come along anyway.
What if I got that wax cream that you get with Veet? You know, the one that makes your hair dissolve off your leg. Have you guys ever heard of that? What if I got creative with that?
Well, I don't know if I want to wax my face, but if someone buys 10 tickets, they can wax my back.
Well, no. The whole point is that it's not waxing. It's a cream that dissolves the hair on your leg, and then you just get a sponge and you go. But the smell of it.
You know, the key word is dissolve. It sounds fucking terrifying.
This is what women have to do. Leg over, dissolve their hair on their leg.
You're very brave when it comes to dissolving someone else's face. Yeah, I think we'll just say.
Well, there's no hair on my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
How does the Veet know when to stop at the hair and not just continue dissolving till everything's gone?
To the skull.
It's like the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I think it has a timer. But the smell of it is absolutely horrendous, and it's like it's burning hair. That's what it's doing. That's why it didn't smell great.
Fucking hell! Wow. Okay.
Happy Easter! Cheers, everyone. Sorry
we can do that.
Want the smell of genocide before you go on your date?
Nothing says romance like the smell of burning, dissolving flesh.
Parts of a human burning. Like that. I mean, that's.
I mean, if that's not the spirit of Easter, then what is?
Jeez, I feel bad now. I feel really bad. You know, I feel like if men actually knew about this, then they should be bringing a proper A game to every date. You know,
the bar is on the floor.
Because the woman has actively burnt elements of her appearance in order to show up to that drink that you're having. The least you could do is fucking just up your game.
There's a TikTok trend, and the bar is very much on the floor. There's a TikTok trend. It's like, show me you're 30 and you have your life together, and it's this dude in America showing that he has clean towels and the sink is empty. And I was like, is that where the fucking bar is? He has a clean bathroom and a clean kitchen, and he has it together. No, show me your fucking counting receipts or something. But that's the minimum that he's saying that he has it together. Not like he's involved in his community and he has so many medals and he's achieved so much. He's just like, clean towels, empty sink, I have it together. And I'm like, wow.
In fairness, now my towels are dirty and my sink is full. So fair play to that guy. Does he run any courses on how to impress the lady folk? Maybe I could sign up.
It shouldn't be a flex. It should be the bare minimum.
Yeah, but we're not in control. Hair just falls out of us. It's not. We're not in control. Brushing my teeth and hair falls out. So
hair falls out of us too, man.
But it's in very controlled. It's in very controlled areas though. It's always in the shower and it disappears. So until you have to clean the shower. But whereas we just molt. I'm molting now as we're sitting here. I don't know. I don't know where the hair is going or what's falling off. So
I need to tell you something. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Huh? No, you
it's
go
so
ahead.
Funny.
This sounds juicy.
Yeah.
So I put a thing up on my Instagram and I asked us like, hey, when you're in the shower and like, you know, hair comes out as like onto the floor, do you pick it up and make a circle with it on the wall, or are you normal? Like, it's just a way to pick it up afterwards. You just roll into a circle to like put it in the bin afterwards, but you like you do make a temporary collage in the shower. I thought I was the only one who did this, and I got so many messages from women being like, we have all done that, and all their boyfriends were like freaked out going, what the fuck is happening in the bathroom when my girlfriend's having a shower? And one girl was just like, do you want to see my art from this morning? And I was like, oh my god, go. And I just saw like lots of hair on the wall, and I was like, that's so brilliant. That's exactly what I do. I'm glad I'm like, everyone does that. Ben, you have long hair, you must do this as well.
No, I just get in and get out as soon as possible.
No, yeah, Keego's. I've lost Keego. For those of you who are listening on Spotify, Keego's run for the hills.
No, this is the thumbnail for the show. It's just a grown man who can't believe that he's heard about women. Well, Ailish then. Okay, tell us. Because you are doing a bit of the old, or attempting to do a bit of the old dating at the moment. Give us like a top 5 things of, I don't want to say red flags. I don't want you to tell us about being in danger, unless you're in danger.
But I have been, yeah.
But what are like a top 5 put-offs when the guy walks in the door or his behavior at a drinks? Give us a top 5 turn-offs.
Like, if someone's immediately dramatic and you just met them 5 minutes ago, you're like, if this is 5 minutes, what the fuck is 3 months? Like, I know that men feel the same way when they talk to women, and the women are like, oh my god, I had this bitch in the office, right? But I'm just a little bit more direct about it. I'll just be like, nah, like, I've no time for drama in my life, babes. What's another red flag? Gosh, like sometimes, so we're getting into Me Too territory. So sometimes if a lad doesn't just say feckin' no for an answer, you can make a scarf out of those red flags. And then, or if he's like, okay,
punching for Christmas.
That's it. Or he's just like, oh, I can't see anymore. And then he rings back 2 hours later going, I didn't want to break up with you. And I was like, oh my god, this is so dramatic. I'm trying to think. If the place is incredibly messy, like you don't know how long that plate's been sitting out. Like that goes for men and women. I think that's a date. Like I'm talking about quite generic things for men and women.
Sure.
But, I'll give you 3 instead of 5 because I can see how captivated we are. The entertainment level coming out of my mouth is just.
I was enjoying. Well, I wasn't enjoying hearing things going wrong for you, but I was listening. Although, let's be honest, we could see, like, you know, like in cartoons when people's like thoughts appear in a bubble above their head. Keego just had his man cave just appearing in that little bubble. He's just like, he just wants. There's another 45 minutes of show, and it's just standing in the way of Keego crawling back into his little man cave. I mean, you could do it. You could broadcast from the man cave. I don't know how movable your camera and microphone setup are. You could head off for a couple of seconds. You could relocate, and then you could be live from the frying pit. It'd
be a very Blair Witch situation. I don't know how much light is in there, but maybe we'll save that. We'll save that for the next show. I think we'll do it from the man cave.
I'd love it if we had like a show where all 3 of us had to make like a fort or a tent, and we show everybody. We encourage everyone to make their own fort, and they can share it to the Facebook page.
Yes.
And my fort would win, you know?
Why are you so good at forts?
Because I'm amazing at building. That's why.
I can show you this right now. Look, we have double walls on the side right here. Double walls. I'm giving you a tour. This is a long cushion. Let me see if I can move this. I don't know if I want to show you people this. So basically for lying down, obviously, because that's where I feel my most comfortable. We have a roof here, right? That can take hurricane and rain. Now, in fairness, my left wall is a little bit down at the moment. That's usually higher up. Hey, and then look at the space. Can I get you guys in here? Hang on, maybe we can.
The left wall and the right wall are never the same, anyways.
Oh my god, this is like the worst edition of Through the Keyhole.
Hang on.
with David Frost.
Hang on. Sorry,
Who would live in a cave like this?
So look at all that space. You could raise a family of 4 in there.
Oh, like
You
the
know,
Charlie
like-
and Chocolate Factory family.
Yeah, really small people like mice. But that's where I go when I'm pretending. So I'm plugging everything back in here. This is live TV. So that's where I go when I pretend I'm going to a work meeting. I go in there and I turn my phone off. Part of that.
Oh, is that the meeting room? You're going to book out the meeting room, and that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Some people think it's
see if
a
the meeting
filthy
room's
code.
free.
He might be.
Some people think it's a filthy code, but it is an actual real meeting room, and it's in there. Yeah, so that's my embarrassing moment of the day. Let's move on to someone else.
Well, as we move on, let's move also back as well. Cassandra Sheridan. This is one of her red flags when it comes to a lad showing up for a date, flashing the wallet open so you can see their gold or platinum credit cards, or waving the expensive watch in front of your face. Same with car keys. Mentioning their mother before the first drink is done.
Yeah.
How does that work? Here's to my ma.
Whom I live with and love more than anyone.
These are her car keys.
She's let me borrow the platinum card.
Yeah,
let me just
flash my Fitbit. Oh look, nothing impresses a lady like 15,000 steps a day.
Or the opposite, if you flash the Fitbit and it's like 200 steps, when you've either just put that on or you're a lazy bastard. That's. God bless us.
I used to make forts. Oh, sorry, I used to make forts all the time growing up, and I made it so many times, and like not to the same standard as Keego's. So, like, I'd get a duvet, open the sheet, and pin it back on the couch. So you just jump between the duvet and the sheet, and you just lie there watching the television. That was my fort, and I did so regularly. Like at one stage, I think my parents came home and they're like, "Oh my god, I just want to sit on the couch. Like that's all I want to do." And she's after making a fort again, and I don't want to touch it and ruin it on her because I don't know how much effort came into it. But I just want to sit on the fucking couch. So, yeah, that's how many forts I made growing up. But they were amazing. They were art, and then they just fall apart.
Well, we're talking about dates. We're talking about forts. We're drinking red wine. What could be better for an Easter party?
I know.
It is our Easter party. Sorry, and Ailish, you just wanted to, because you texted us before this, I just want to eat chocolate. Do you have any chocolate that you would like to eat live on air?
Oh my goodness. Yes, I got an Easter egg. I got a cream egg Easter egg, and I already ate the 2 cream eggs before the show because I'm a horse and I couldn't contain myself. But I do have an Easter egg.
Okay, settle an argument. Well, not an argument. I am probably the one in the wrong here. What temperature do you like your chocolate at? I don't know why I said it in such a creepy, euphemistic way.
Yeah, I feel Ben's asking another question in the form of this question.
I like to eat all my chocolate after it's been in the fridge for a couple of hours.
No!
Am I weird?
Yes, I've definitely cracked a tooth on that.
Okay, it makes the bite more satisfying to eat it.
Could I just point out that even the closed captioning on the Facebook didn't print right out what you just said. It was just so crazy. Even Zuckerberg is at home going, delete. What is wrong with this guy?
Yeah. Micheál Murphy, same. Doesn't. Yeah, okay. I thought that was normal because I got it from my mum and dad, and I guess you get stuff from me. Like, okay.
It's all right. You're entitled to be wrong. It's okay.
Yes, please, Neil O'Dwyer. Yes, bloody please, Neil O'Dwyer. You are a hero to many.
Neil, you are now our second biggest fan after that last outburst. You've a couple of minutes to bring everything back on. You just pulled the pin on that grenade and threw it in. Yeah.
When you're opening the Easter egg, what do you do?
I believe Keego, when he because this is also on Spotify, he smacks the Easter egg against the head and breaks it that way. Like Terry Crews just I break it in half, and then I devour the half, and then I save the other half.
But are you like a proper like that? Because I like to drop it from a great height. I think that's a lot.
Like Johnny Sexton doing a conversion in the Viva Stadium. Ben
do a bit of a
gives
dance,
it a right kick.
Last Dance You kind of dance.
Yeah. No, I just tap it. I tap it in the middle, and then I eat it.
All right. Well,
Okay.
what about the egg? Hey.
Hey.
But Halo, because of your exact accounting, do you go around is it exact? Or
that's right. I get my calculator and I get my ruler of no feelings and I slowly measure out the circumference.
The ruler of no feelings. Wow. Sounds kind of sexy there.
And then do you save 20% of the egg for the government?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I take my ruler and I tap it on the bottom a few times and then...
Darren is right. Toblerone I wouldn't put in the fridge because that would be like actually
or Yorkie. Yeah. Or
Yorkie. Yeah. Maybe.
Do you know what I thought today? Speaking of Yorkie, do you remember they used to do an ad where it was like Yorkie, not for girls? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Were you about to say that? I know. Because it popped up on my YouTube recommended videos today. This whole series of these ads they did in the 90s where it was like, not for girls. I was like, imagine if you did that now. That'd be hilarious.
Hilarious in probably a lawsuit kind of way, but
Yorkies would be very cheap after that.
Yeah, it was just like it was such chunky chocolate that it wasn't like big enough for women, but big enough for men. Way so that probably like a homosexual chocolate as opposed to heterosexual chocolate. But then they had galaxies and then they changed the shape and I lost 6 grams in my galaxy bar and I was pissed over that. This was when I was like 11 and they changed the shape of them and I was like, excuse me. Yeah, we're like, oh, fucking Brexit or the fucking like euro and
when
the
you were
pound.
11.
Yeah, so this is when the UK was staying in the pound and everybody else was going to euro and I was like, it's the fucking pound. I was so annoyed about it. I was like, I lost 6 grams of my chocolate. Do you know how much I want that 6 grams of chocolate? But it's very like me to get everything, every drop out of everything. So,
wow, that is an idyllic childhood.
Wow!
If your main concern was chocolate disappearing, a little bit of it.
Yeah, I believe I personally kept the shop at the top of the road open and in business. But it's also April Fools. Does anybody have any April Fools that they've done that they're proud of?
I don't, but a mate of mine did a great one. He woke up his kids this morning at 7:30 and said, the school has been on. You've missed too much because of COVID. Get dressed for going to school. So they got up and got dressed, got to the front door. He's still in his dressing gown. And he goes, April Fools. And they haven't spoken to him for the rest of the day. So
they did that last year as well, and it was on the news. It made the news. Oh, look at all these sad kids like walking out and then walking around the corner going, lol, go back to bed. And they were like, Mom!
Wow, I mean, that parents are dicing with fire. You know, I'm not a parent, I don't know, but I can imagine it's been tough for parents over this last year. I mean, Keego, kids being in the house. I would have imagined the last thing that anyone wanted to do is deliberately wake the children up early and then fuck them off in the morning and then get them angry with you for the rest of the day. I mean, the behavior. Even
your own kids in the house is tricky, you know what I mean? But it's you try and keep them silent and away from you for as much of the day as you can until they get a bit of food in. But yeah, it takes extra guts to do that April Fool's. There's no way I'm doing that. I just set the clocks back, another 4 hours to try and keep everyone in bed, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, also it's not. I mean, there's April Fools, and then like if a child's been told they don't have to go to school that day, and then they're suddenly woken up at the usual time and made to get dressed and then go out. That's not just a ha ha ha. That's a fucking trauma.
Yeah,
I know that's against what April Fools are. It's supposed to be a kind of, we're all friends together. No, I'm going to remember this. And then the moment I get a chance, I'm going to put you in an old folks' home.
Exactly.
It's not end here.
It's like, Dad, you're 42, Dad. It's time. It's time
Yeah.
It's like, I pick your old folks home.
Yeah, exactly.
And your old folks' home is whatever Keego has on his bed. That's what's happening.
No, your old folks' home is a skip in, I don't know, pick a really rough area.
I'm sensing that we've all had tough days. There's a lot of kind of sentences drifting off into nothing. Your old folks' home is, I don't know, fucking fill it in yourself. I don't know. Come on, the audience, do some of the work with us.
I actually have one prank that I'm extremely proud of. While you guys are thinking of any good pranks that you had over the last couple of years, will I share it, which is...
Yes, please. And you know what?
Yes.
I'm going to put you a full screen for this.
Oh, Jesus. Right. So my dad has loads of qualifications in IT. He went back to college when I was born, got like degree, diploma, master's, all that good stuff. And over the summer, I think I was probably 16. I just wasn't sleeping. So I went down to the computer and I changed to the desktop background saying an error has occurred in your computer. If you see this message, turn your computer off and turn it back on again. If this message reappears a second time, repeat step 1. If this message reappears a third time, repeat step 1 again. And then it's like, if it's after doing all the other steps, press F12 in your startup menu or contact your system administrator. So we're all going down for breakfast on Saturday morning. I've fallen asleep and I've forgotten. And we go downstairs and he turns on the computer and like to play music while we're having breakfast. And he's just like, what the hell? And then he's like, right, no one go near this. So he does his anti-Norton firewall and virus stuff. And he restarts the computer and then the message is still there on the computer. And he's just like, what the hell? And Wi-Fi was like brand new around that time. Wi-Fi had only just come in. So I was just like, Dad, do you think the Wi-Fi is bugged? And it bugged the computer. And he was just like, oh my God. And he was freaking out. And then I was just like, I'll see if it's on the computers upstairs. And I just saved it on the computer upstairs on their desktop background. I was like, oh my God, Dad, the house is bugged. And he was just like, who fucked with this? He just freaked out. And then my mom and my sister, their genuine reaction kind of helped my reaction, going, oh my God, what are you talking about? Oh my God, yeah. And I was just echoing them. And then he was like, who downloaded something? And we're like, we didn't do anything. So then I realized it was getting a little bit out of hand. People were starting to get a bit upset. So I was just like, Dad, I actually have seen something like this before. I know how to fix it. And I went over and I just opened the Paint. Do you remember Paint? I just saved it. And I was just like, I was really, I couldn't sleep last night and I was really bored. So I made that and I saved it as a desktop background. There's nothing wrong with the computer. Everything's fine. I don't even know what F12 does. And my dad was just like, we're looking at the desktop. Just going, don't talk to me. Just don't.
That is so mean. Oh my goodness. I bet he was just thinking about everything he's ever watched on the internet going, have I clicked a link somewhere? Have I signed up to something and my whole family are going to find out I'm a pervert? But luckily they never found out.
But like Wi-Fi was only brand new and then he had no idea what, like, to its fullest extent of what Wi-Fi was somebody able to get in through the network because it was an external entity. So I just played on that going, oh my God, it's a house bugged. And he's like, ah! Yeah, this is before Facebook. This is before Instagram. Before all that. So we kind of have a bit of like a prank war every now and again, the pair of us, and we just like mess with each other. But what do you guys do? What pranks or any school pranks, anything like that?
Well, no, I did a prank kind of like this. So yeah, it's very easy to take technological advantage of an older generation. I did something similar, which is I got into my mum's Google Docs and sent a share link to one of the ones so that we could both edit at the same time. And so when I knew she was on it, I started like typing and started typing out. It's like, hello, I'm the ghost of a Victorian chimney sweep who's been stuck in the chimney and bricked up for a couple of 100 years. Please help me.
Oh and I've realized how to use a keyboard.
Yeah, but then my But then there was the hit of the return, and she's like, I don't know if she believed it or not, but she did type back, "So what do you want me to do about it?" Is what she replied. Was what came back. Like either sarcastically, either she was like, "So what do you want me to do about it?" Or, "Well, can you guide me from inside the flue to set your spirit to rest?"
That is brilliant. She went straight from concern to, "Well, you've been there for a long time already. What do you want me to do about it?"
Yeah,
like,
so
bother?
You've been a ghost in the chimney for longer than you were actually alive. So what are you moaning about? Like, this is you now.
Yeah. The other people who lived here didn't help you. What do you want me to do about it? You know?
Put the fire on.
The thing that was most funny is that our house was built in the 60s. So
I'm just going to put the fire on.
That wasn't the point of logic for it. Yeah. I don't understand. We have central heating. What?
Yeah, it was a weird prank. It was his first day on the building site, and they just baked him into the chimney, and he somehow had a phone. It's like, well, look, you've been there long enough. You may as well stay there. You know, it's like your house now.
Literally part of the furniture. So yeah, there's always like that feels like a funnier thing to do than wake up a bunch of children and piss them off for the day. feels like an actual April Fool's.
I remember another time I was in a friend's house and I hid all the spoons. I hid all the tablespoons.
And that's funny. That is.
And the soup spoons. And I hid them down the back of the couch. And I said nothing. And then, like, they had a house party. And then the guards came. And then we met them the next day on a playing pitch. We're like, "Hey, how are you?" And your mom was just like, "Yeah, Grant, someone hit all my fucking spoons. It was really annoying. I couldn't have any cereal this morning."
Oh my God, that's horrific. I'm just thinking about how many times I use a spoon in a day. Oh my God.
Where did you hide the spoons? Were the spoons in the house, or did you remove them from the property? Where are the spoons?
No, they all went down the back of the couch, so behind the cushions. And I got like 5 at a time. I'm just wondering who would stop me or who would catch on, and I just grab a bunch anytime I went over to the kitchen. Because if I grabbed all of them, you'd hear me. So I just would reach in and grab like 5 and just like yeah, grand, yeah. Back into the kitchen again. Yeah, silverware, yeah, grand.
So it's exactly like if you were on heroin, you do a little bit and you go, "Ooh, just a little bit more," Except it's spoons from the cutlery drawer. Oh my God, you've got to commit to that sort of prank. That's devious, Halo. That is devious. I'm going to try and not get near bad sides. God knows what will disappear from this house.
Oh, but I just loved how pure it was. Like, yeah, I couldn't have any cereal this morning. I was really pissed off.
And that was what pissed him off, because earlier you mentioned that the police showed up to the house. And that's the thing that he takes away. A lot at the door, but also, where's my fucking spoons?
Where's my spoons? And I was just like, do you know what? Do you know something crazy? Someone once did that in my house, and I found them down the back of the couch. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's like
retaliation in the spoon department.
Yeah, it's like, right, it was definitely you who hid the fucking spoons and never come back into my house again, and I never did. So that's how you get uninvited to parties, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a good choice. If you hid the knives or the forks, then you might be a bit of a psycho. I hid all your knives. That's a bit you don't want that guy coming to your party. I hid all your forks. That's why you felt a wee pinch every time you sat down on the couch. It was forking you there.
I think next year that's how you bring it to the other level. You start the obscene phone calls about 9:30 going, "Do you like your cereal? Did you have any cereal? I can't have cereal. Come on, any spoon." I know they are.
You'll be drinking your soup through a straw because it'll be no spoons.
Or out of the bowl like a filthy animal.
Oh, I can't wait till next April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Better enjoy your cup of soup, because that's all the soup you're eating, cunt.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my god! But you guys probably saw my post earlier. It's just like, yes, I know what day it is. No, I'm not playing because I either get really offended or I get carried away.
Yeah,
It's only
really
until
annoyed.
midday.
Yeah.
It's only until midday, apparently, which I don't actually know if it's true or not. That could be
No, it's
like
not.
the rules of April Fools could also just be part of April Fools. This idea that you can only do it until lunchtime. I think you can just do it whenever you want.
Yeah, because I was just messing around pretending to work, and Tenacious D, one of my favorite bands, put a post up saying that because they have a song called "Kyle Quit the Band." Kyle's one of the guys in the band, and they have a big picture of Kyle, and it's like, today Kyle quit the band, but don't worry, we will go on. And I kind of forgot what day it was, and I got really sad for a second. I was like, how dare you toy with my emotions like this? I'm already looking for all the spoons in my house. I can't handle this. But yeah, so I have been caught a few times.
It was a bit of a head fuck today with a lot of the news, because we've had a year of things just being the most unlikely headlines that you could think to read, and then there's another day of it, and you just think, you know what? I'm going to believe it. Sure, why not?
I was the opposite. Not? I was like, that's tame. That's fucking tame. That's what I was just like. In comparison to the real news, I was like, that's tame, lads. No. That's how you know the pandemic isn't fucking made up, because you couldn't fucking make it up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
could
if it's a really long April Fool's. It's like the year of the Chinese dragon or something that goes on for so long. But if it goes on till midnight, I can still do a couple of April Fools on the kind of neighbors and stuff. So if I disappear for a sec and I come in with a big bag of spoons, it's purely coincidental. This is my alibi.
Just off camera, a neighbour's chased you and went, "Is that a bag of my fucking spoons, Keego? What you did?"
Yeah. And I just start ringing them, going, "You cup of soup, you dopey bollocks."
No, what you do is you hadn't. Go on, Ben.
Up as your number. You phoning me about soup for? Just bring my spoons back, you dick.
It's like you gotta give them like a cup of tea with the tea bag still in it, going, there you go, and it's like, oh fuck, they can't get it out with a fork or a knife, or they scald themselves. So you just keep handing them cups of tea with tea bags in them.
That's a great one for next year. We can all, if we're making a cup of tea for someone, we can make it the wrong way around. Milk, tea bag, hot water.
My mum does that.
Oh my God, your mom's insane. Oh my God.
I know, but I love her.
I'm sure she's lovely. But like, I'm sure she's fantastic. But let's call a spade here.
So I do that as well. So I do milk, put the tea bag in, then the hot water, and then I put the cup over the top, and then the cup's the last thing I do.
Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you.
You know, we're just in solidarity there.
I'm not having this. We're on Blair Witch over here. This is ridiculous. But I'm also showing off the amount of room we have in here. Like, this is, look, I could rent this out. Well, thanks very much. I could rent this out for $2,000 a month, you know.
Well, whilst Keego was full screen there, maybe it's time for Keego's stand-up bit. Would you like to do that now? Would you like to do it in front of the camera? Would you like to do it from the sanctity of the man cave?
Yeah, I'd probably be funnier in there. But I actually, before we start, I have 2 facts and I have 1 story. So we can try and see it if this happens. Just laugh out of embarrassment if everyone wouldn't mind doing that for me. That'd be ideal.
So is this the start of your stand-up bit? Do I get to play the titles?
I'm only here for the titles.
Yes, please.
And welcome. It's all downhill from here. But good evening and welcome to Keego's Fact and News for this week. I'm Keego, and the first fact is that during training, I lost a bet and had to shave my entire body. Hair in certain quadrants has still not grown back. That is true. That's something you can take away with you. I used to be a professional wrestler, which people want me to talk about. Now I'm trying to be a comedian. Now, professional wrestling and comedian, they're very different. When I was a professional wrestler, I would stand in front of audiences doing really stupid and embarrassing things. Whereas stand-up comedy, they're pretty similar, really, aren't they? They're pretty similar.
Yeah.
So let's roll into the story nice and quick. We're going to keep this snappy because I need to go back into my man cave here. But I was doing a bit of research during the week, right? Doing a bit of research because love nowadays is very different. I recently turned 40. I know, look at this face. I look at least 73, but no, turned 40. There's not a filter. There's not a filter that can fix this. Yeah, but back in the day, and I had to write this down because I wouldn't remember all these. Back in the day, we didn't have TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Tinder, Grindr, Minder, Finder, BCupid, OkCupid, Bristler, Farmers Only, or Sizzle. These are all real. Sizzle is my favorite because Sizzle is for lovers of bacon to meet other lovers of bacon. It is beautiful. The world is fantastic, people. We need to enjoy this because but the problem is with all these apps, they've taken the admin work out of love. Because we all know love is a massive amount of admin work. So, right now, basically love is, here's a horrifically close-up picture of my penis with a filter of a reindeer or a snowman or something, just in case it doesn't go the right way. I can tell I was only joking. We're all men are creeps. Hello, come on, sister. We all have received those pictures. According to my Instagram, I am a gay icon. So I don't know what the league table is of gay icons, but yeah, I'm top there, Champions League. But pre-Snapchat. Champions League gay icons, the name of my Netflix special. But pre-Snapchat, you had to go and buy a disposable camera. You couldn't use the family camera because that was too risky. So you go and buy, and I think you can still see them in Boots, little cardboard cameras, and they come with 28 pictures on it. And so you've got to take 27 pictures of other stuff around the room, and then there's the one picture that you've got to get the lighting right. You've got to get the angle's got to be right, and you snap and hope, because that's what love is. Love is just hope. See, but then the problem is, because there's no retakes, there's no filters. You've just got to hope. And so when you get these pictures developed, you don't just send them on your phone and it's gone. You have to bring it to a chemist, and they develop the picture. And they know that when they get one picture is the corner of a bedroom, two pictures the other corner of the bedroom. This happens 25, 26 times on a 28-roll film. They know what the last picture is going to be. And so it's this build up, and then there it is. The thing I'm going to send to my immortal beloved. And it's not a pretty picture. Seriously, it's really not a pretty picture. And look, the problem is I'm now banned from every single Boots chemist in the land. But if you want to find me, I am actually on Sizzle. You can find me under the name Bacon Batman. That is my name. That has been a journey through here for one more week. Until next week, this is not actually life size, and I'm still a gay icon. Stay safe.
Well done. Contrary to popular belief. D. Dooley?
Yeah, D. Dooley. I don't know if she works in marketing, but she's come up with the tagline for Sizzle: add sausage to your bacon.
I love it. Just excludes all the vegans and the pescatarians. It's just like, nope, you're not in our crew. Nope.
I just couldn't believe it's real.
Wow.
Like all of those social media dating apps that I read out are real. Like there's
So
Tinder.
go through them again.
Okay,
Name
so
them all again.
all the normal. Some of them are not dating apps, but whatever. But the normal ones like TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook, right? We all know that stuff. Tinder, we know that one. Grindr is apparently the gay version of Tinder. I'm not baking Batman on that. That'd be an issue. But there's one called Minder. I didn't even click on that. Finder.
That's if you want to date George Cole or Dennis Waterman.
Yeah,
Or it might be a sub-dom thing. Minder might be a sub-dom.
So actually, one of us is going to sign up for Minder next week, and we're going to tell you how it went. Hello, well done. But there's also...
and we get to find out which one she is.
Yeah, exactly. There's Finder. I have no idea what that is. Really rubbish looking website, so don't go for that, ladies. But there's B-Cupid and OK-Cupid. They're very different.
What's the difference between B and OK?
I'll be honest, right? Just from I didn't pay for any of these, so B-Cupid seemed a little less pervy than OK-Cupid. So I think they're kind of servicing two ends of the market, if you pardon the mental image. Bristler, I didn't even click on. I didn't go near. Farmers Only is obviously just for farmers. And Sizzle, I stopped at Sizzle because I wasn't going to beat that. A dating app for bacon lovers. That's legit. Years ago, I would have gone straight to Sizzle.
If anyone's wondering where the money for coffee has gone, this is where your coffee money has gone. Thank you so much for your donations in the past few weeks. This research could not have been done without you and your very, very important funds. So thank you for that.
Feels like that maybe a couple of those are redundant, like the farmers one and the Sizzle. They could all just be one thing. There's all some point where pigs are involved. Fine. If you love bacon so much, why don't you go out with a farmer? He can get you like a lifetime supply of bacon.
It could also be the dating app for the Garda Síochána.
Oh,
satire here live party tits Thursday 8 p.m. Facebook and YouTube. Oh yeah!
You might as well go to James to the burn ward for that one.
so edgy. I cut myself. Genie Mac.
Miho Murphy, yes, you are right. If minor is a minor is a very different one. Do not sign up for that website. If minder is if minder is a subdom thing, it could have been called owner. Missed opportunity. I think you and D should start a PR agency for a bunch of these.
But contrary, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask if Mihal is running classes on what all these words mean, because I will sign up. I'm ordinary level,
Find her. Oh, Jesus. The Ted Bundy dating app. But
Finder and Minder is Grinder for bad spellers.
Dyslexic Grinder, yeah.
But contrary to popular belief, I've probably seen as many dick pics as Ben Burt, which is Goose. I've seen Goose dick pics.
Oh, you've seen none? Oh, okay. Because I mentally counted in my head. No.
But when I tell people, it sounds like I'm really bitter about and that I really want to see. I don't.
It's not a site. You know what I mean? No. I have one, and I try not to look at it. You know what I mean? It's this is bad enough. The other thing is, geez, it looks like a dying, burning tree. But anyway,
I think it's great being a girl because you'd have to do the cat leg in the air if you wanted to get a view of yourself. This is why I have a tattoo on my back, so I just forget it's there, and I'm like, oh yeah.
What is the?
Could we just rewind there? Could we just rewind there? Sorry, Ben. I know you're the host, and I apologize. Could we just rewind to the little descriptive passage you had there?
Of a cat putting its leg in the air. Nope, higher.
Higher, yeah, I've had a penny. Jesus. I haven't done my warm up.
If it's dick pic, what is the other way? Is it like snatch snap or vag snap? What is the opposite back?
Snatch chat.
Snatch chat.
Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant.
And also, my favorite thing about dick pics is if you want to be formal, it's Richard Pictures. So,
like a guy felt sorry for me and he sent me a picture of like someone in their college yearbook called Dick. Jay said, I won't even tell you what popped into my mind when he said he's seen goose dick pics.
Dick pics.
No, I won't even go there, G. I won't even go there with you. I'm sorry. That's one player. Nah. So how do we get here so quickly?
Well, Neil brings up a very good point. You don't need dick pics because you're always being actually flashed at in the street.
We can't pull the wool over our day oneers. You see, like they remember you being on public transport and people having their knobs out. So like it's wow.
Yeah, that was a regular thing. Like I felt like it was like Pokemon Go. Like you had to find a knob every 2 meters.
I got a yellow one.
There's a red one. No, it's not red anymore. It's okay. Jesus.
This will be great for my new podcast called Snatch Chat. Yeah.
I'm going to Google that right now. Because I guarantee that's a thing.
Your algorithm.
Do you want to screen share whatever you find and see? Yeah. Oh my God, guys. My head is just filled with joy now. This is completely gone on.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Oh, I tell you. Happy. Sure, didn't. Yeah, this is the meaning of Easter. Snatch Chat. Oh
childish jokes and Snatch Chat.
So I am just going to close this browser window and back slowly away from the computer and then set fire to this in a forest.
Probably saw Blue Waffle or something. You saw the Easter version of Blue Waffle.
So the first thing that comes up, oh Christ! I'll tell you this. Like I remember this. So actually, I can't remember if I told you or not, but my girlfriend was trying to explain to me. You guys will know, but the concept of Irish celebrity Twink, who is like an actress and singer, a grand panto dame, just like one of those celebrities who've been part of the cultural furniture for fucking however long. And she was just trying to like tell me who Twink was. Anyway, she apparently Twink went mental on a voicemail at her husband or something like that, and like it went
cheated,
viral. Yeah. So she was like, I'll try and Google it and find it for you, and I'll show you who Twink is. Anyway, so she puts Twink in, and of course, Twink is also a word for young homosexual gentleman. So she just hit Twink, hit return. It's just all these nude boys appear, and we were sitting on the laptop at like her family table with her dad on the other side, so that we are looking at all these nude boys just going, ah! And he's like, oh, what did you find out? And it's like, oh, okay. What didn't we find out, mate?
I think the question is, did it auto-complete? Because you know when you put in Google and it auto-completes due to being on that web page very often. Yeah.
Oh God, there's so many.
Twink goes viral. Whoa!
Oh wow, yeah. But we're a strange old species, because I remember when I lived in Birmingham and you go to the Christmas panto, it would be like Ian McKellen is the pantomime dame, and the whole, oh look, it's a man as a woman it's all weird. Whereas we just have a woman dressed as a woman. Like it's there's no weirdness about it. It's just Twink waving at everyone.
That is some liberal forward thinking for what is supposedly a backward Catholic country. That's pretty good that you just went, forget this stuff about lads dressing up like ladies. It's ridiculous.
It'll never take off. Anyway,
so as we said, welcome to our Easter show. This is the
we're starting now. We'll go live now. It'll be grand.
That is us getting to the end of the show. So I guess, tell you what, let's plug it again. Let's plug Eargasm again.
Oh my goodness, you've all just got another Eargasm twice in one night. How lucky is that? Because you're going to get 3 of them in a weekend. So how often does that happen?
Oh my God, you cut out there, Keego. What are we going to get?
Well, Ben. Now that you asked, we did up the ante earlier on in terms of enticing our beautiful people to come on over. So obviously, buy 2 tickets, you can shave me. How often do you get to shave a gorilla? But also, Ailo introduced this weird cream that melts your skin. I will put that on certain parts of hair. Sorry, melts your hair. But hold on, if we leave it on for too long, we don't know what's going to happen, basically, but you have to buy loads of tickets to find out. So come on in. It's going to be a great fun. The lineups are going to come out next week. Shave me, melt me, enjoy the weekend, and go home with memories to pass on to your loved ones.
I think what you're looking for is
me anyway you want me.
Melt me anyway you want me. You got the power to burn off my face.
Yeah, do that.
Have you got a shaving fetish or something like that? Because you mentioned people shaving you in your in your stand-up bit as well. That
was weird. Yeah, I know we're getting to the end, and we'll be real quick. But this is years ago in Thai boxing. We had winner stays on, and if you get to the semi-final, so if you get to the last 2 sparring sessions, if you lose from that point, you have to be shaved. That was just a weird forfeit. Now this was back when I had a little bit of hair up here. Before, wow, that's it. Yeah. And so I got to the final and I thought, okay, I'm knackered. I'll lose. I lost. And I thought, wow, look, we were only joking about that. And then, this might sound like some people's idea of a fantasy, but 12 fellas held me down and shaved me head to toe. No, obviously not the old party area, but everything else was shaved.
That's hardly head to toe then.
Well, look, I didn't. There's no way.
A giant K on your happy trail.
But it's really weird that there is one part of my body where the hair never grew back, just out of fright of seeing the rest of my shaved body. So yeah, it's actually on my Sizzle profile, Bacon Batman. You can see the entire video. But no, shaving fetish. No, that's not even top 10 of my fetishes, Ben. We can cover this in 2 weeks' time.
Wow. Well, I tell ya, Eargasm, where you can see Keego's solo show, The Naked Mole Rats, live.
Wow.
It's suddenly become a solo show. Ben and Ailo just take their tits and just walk away. Yeah.
I've just pictured me gathering breasts into my arms. Like, well, I'm going.
It's like, okay,
I'm taking these like Ailish takes spoons.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my tits and put them into a bag, and I'm walking away to leave them behind the back of a couch.
With some really sad music, like the end of The Littlest Hobo or something, or Lassie. Just with a sack of tits of you. Where have we gone? Yeah. Where have we gone?
If I'm in one of your houses, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm not going to do the first time I come over. Not the second time, but someday I'm going to do that when I come over to your house. And then you're going to wake up the next morning, you're going to want to have your cereal, and you're just going to go, damn it. But you're going to know that they're at the back of the couch.
It'll be like an old school comedy. Oh, Halo! And then it goes to credits. Yeah. I'm going to get you, Halo! Yeah. It'll be very similar but different, yes. I don't know what we had planned for the evening, guys, but this is what happened.
This is what you got. This is what you got. Guys, it's for free, or is it? If you thought that us talking about us, if you thought that joining us for the launch of Snatch Chat was worth anything, then ko-fi.com/PT pod is the place to make a little donation, and anything would be much appreciado. Lastly, again, Eargasm. Let's get him shaved. He wants it, so let's make it happen. Let's get him shaved. Get your tickets for Eargasm. Keego will pop up the link to the tickets below this on either Facebook or Instagram. Not Instagram. We're not on Instagram. Leave us alone on Instagram. That's not for you. We're on YouTube.
That's not for you. What party are we having next week?
Oh, yes, please. It is. So next show, obviously, next Thursday, the 8th of April. It is. We haven't decided yet. It depends who shows up for it. A frat or sorority. I forgot how many O's and R's were in sorority, but it's a sorority party, frat party. That's going to be next week, Thursday, the 8th of April. You have all been wonderful, people who are watching. This is worth having a look at. Shave me like one of your French girls. Vile. Oh,
There's a lot going on in that sense.
God, it's not a party tit show without a bit of accidental racism, is it? I mean, it really isn't. It's that is the end of the show.
I was trying to quote Titanic there, guys. I wasn't being racist.
Dave,
I can't
go
on a register.
How could it be racist? Titanic is Irish. You're Irish.
Titanic was built up the road. I'm not a racist. I'm going to be cancelled now.
And now you know how I feel at the end of each party tit show. Amount of messages that went, fuck, did I go too far? Well, that's the end of Benny. Benny's cancelled. Well, God bless us all. Here's the titles. Good night.